Yeah, we are just getting ready. Meanwhile, as we get ready for our final series of the night. Oh my god! Thank you so much, Zombie Grub, for the raid. Thank you.
I guess the series must have ended. And welcome, Raiders, as we are also casting the NA qualifiers. And we are now starting a qualifying match between this player you can see right here. It is none other than the Red Terran, representing Team Super. It is Dolan.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Blackburn LE, we have the Blue Protoss player himself representing Storm Gaming. It is Hupsaiya.
Or humble, sorry.
Sure, he's humble here, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh god. But yeah, I was just a little bit.
Speaking of names, I like how for the qualifying match specifically, Dolan actually used his proper account.
I appreciate it as well. He did switch accounts. Thank you, Dolan. Thank you. But I was just about to say I was a little bit caught off guard because we mentioned it earlier, but I hope you give Zombie Grub plenty of love in the chat because it is Zombie Grub's birthday. And I just assumed that she was going to have like a 24-hour stream or something. So
maybe not everyone is that crazy.
I guess. I just thought the stream would continue. And I was planning to...
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! No, I was planning to raid Zombie Grub after this. So, a little bit awkward. But yes, happy birthday, Zombie Grub. Happy birthday. Hope you had an amazing day. Hope you have an amazing week. And what better way to spend it than to watch some StarCraft?
Yes, indeed. As we're starting this PvT, and so far, nothing unusual, really.
Yeah, I think the most unusual thing is that Hupsaiya goes across the map with his probe. He confirms that everything is at home, but he still makes a zealot anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna point it out. Like, that zealot usually doesn't come out when nothing suspicious is going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess Hupsaiya wanted to be extra safe, or maybe he just wants to harass these workers a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very aggressive opener here from Hupsaiya. His goal here is to delay this CC on the low ground. The Zealot about to rock up, and the Marines are a little bit delayed as we did have a reactor first.
Yeah, I mean, I think the RNG will save the SCV anyway, but hey, gets a delay on the CC. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, yeah, the CC is still not being made. A couple of boys are being pulled as well. Dolan will eventually be able to force this away, but again, I'm sure Hupsaiya was able to achieve what he wanted, delaying that CC.
Yeah. It's probably actually stays alive. Well, never mind. It's being chased down. And Hupsaiya, in the meantime, is going for a Stargate.
Yeah, he does end up going for a Stargate opener, which is a little bit more common on a map like this on Blackburn just because of the short rushes and spy air. So he will be headed on in that direction, and we'll see how Dolan does because we've been following his run today and he's had a lot of success in TVZs. I'll be honest, I haven't seen too much of his TvP, so I'm curious to see what he has to offer here as he also opens up with a 1-1-1. No 3-Raxes here.
This seems to be just the build of the day. Every game we casted, and we casted most of Dolan's games today, every time he went for a 1-1-1, just straight up 1-1-1. Mm-hmm. It just seems to be his go-to.
Yeah. I guess so. And I like how, at the start of the game, we did have a Zealot coming across the map to be aggressive. Now Dolan's doing the same with his first wave of Marines. As a reminder, these are vanilla Marines. They don't have stim or anything crazy like that. He's going to try and force himself up the ramp. The shield battery is still not done, so he looks like he will get one of the Adepts.
Yeah, only one of them though, as the other one is now ready, and there are 4 Marines, which will fall fairly easy to the Adepts, but
oh my God.
At least he gets some mining time. Right?
The workers are kind of bunched up, but the Hellions actually go straight up to help out these Marines, and they just turn around and fight the Adept. He's gonna get it! Oh God.
Is he though?
That was so close. Again, the wall was not a wall here for Hupsaiya. The Hellions do get into the main base. Again, the probes are lining up. Oh God.
Those were some nice lines of these probes. Still, I would say only 6 fell down, but a lot of them are also damaged, which may play a role later.
Yeah, exactly. 6 probes, I mean, that's more than anything that should have happened, right? Like, in what world do Marines just walk into the main base of the Protoss player? You can't just simply walk into a Protoss' base. But
Apparently you can.
Apparently you can. Meanwhile, Dolan is not done. We do have a mass Widowmine drop here. 4 Widowmines, 2 into the main, and then the others into the natural.
This was close, but no. Hupsaiya like spreads his workers. And
Oh,
like,
oh my god! What's he doing? No, Hupsaiya! Ah!
I don't even blame him. This was just like, okay, no, fuck it.
Hupsaiya, it looked like he box selected the adepts, so like he selected
I
everything
think
on the
so,
screen, yeah, to just attack the Widowmine.
That was a bit of a panic defense, and it all just fell apart. The first run by did way more damage than it should have. Than this, and it's like I don't blame Hupsaiya. This was a mess of a game, but hey, there's another one.
Oh my god, my heart, my. I'm not Protoss, but I felt that Widowmine shot. That was a feels bad man moment.
Yeah.
GG.
So it's not like he forgot to react. Like he was reacting. He was just reacting in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Oh my god. Don't box select your adepts like that, people. This is a PSA. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh god. It was either that or maybe he tried control clicking his adepts, but he accidentally control clicked the probes instead. Regardless, obviously there was a bit of miscontrol there. Just a little bit.
Yeah. A bit of a miscontrol, and it's all it takes, really. Just one wrong moment, and the game can be over. Also, shout out to the people from the Asia/Oceania regions waking up, as we have both Ranger and Vivid joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This is my new PSA for them. Do not forget to sign up for the DreamHack Oceania qualifiers in less than 24 hours. Here in Australia, they are going to be tonight, so Vivid and Ranger, and Asherbro as well. I expect all 3 of you to be a part of that qualifier.
Yes.
No pressure.
And we will be there.
We will be there. We will be there.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna wake up for them, but hey. But anyway, we are here on 2000 Atmospheres Elite. We want to see if this player can do a slightly better job this game, as it was very rough for him last time. But it's not over yet. We have, representing the Psystorm Gaming, it is Hupsaiya.
And sport.
As the chat just caught up to that Widowmine.
Yeah, the chat is catching up. Sporting in the top right-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the American Terran player himself representing Team Super. It is Dolan.
We're talking a lot about the Protoss, but how does a Terran feel after that game?
Oh, it feels good, man. I'm sure Dolan is pretty smug about it. He's like, mate, this guy comes across the map with a zealot and attacks my building CC? Nah, mate, let's go. Let's not just reciprocate with like running Marines into the base and Hellions. Like, just the aggression just didn't stop. It was crazy.
And there was nothing to protect him for it. Like, honestly, like, if there was, like, a Starker or 2, like, it could have been very different. But because, like, Hupsaiya invested so much in the aggressive units, in the Adepts, in the Oracles, like, he didn't have anything for defense.
It was just a rough game to watch, and hopefully Hupsaiya, or our humble Saya, can shake that off. And hopefully it doesn't affect his mental too much getting into Game 2.
I mean, you know, games like that happen, okay? Everybody makes mistakes, and you just have to, like, move on, go to the next one.
Yeah.
Like, it's not so much about skill, but, like, you know, making a few mistakes when you shouldn't have.
Exactly. I think that's the important note, and that's how you can shake it off as a player, is like, it's not like I got outplayed, like I just misclicked a little bit there, just miscontrolled, and I know that I just don't have to do that again, right? And it's not like, I'm better than that, and it was just a small little mistake. I'm sure it won't happen again.
So Light Ranger is pointing out that he's in closed qualifier.
Oh, well, there you go. Easy, mate. Easy. So, Ranger, he doesn't even have to be there. I should say, sorry, I expect you to be there in the chat, Ranger.
Yeah, you can still be in the chat. Also, hold on, as I'm quickly trying to link the qualifier. The adept is in the base, but I'm linking the qualifier.
The adept tries to get into the main base, but the wall is a wall. Nice control there by Dolan. Does deny entry, and he will clean up that first adept.
There you go. The link is in the chat 2 minutes ago, if you want to check it out.
Good. The SCVs are aggressively healing this Hellion.
And we actually get Phoenixes on the side of Hupsaiya.
Interesting move. Interesting here. It is a Phoenix first, by the way, so he's not too concerned with dealing damage across the map with oracles to begin with and keeping his opponent at home. I don't know how I feel about this, as Dolan does barely miss those Phoenixes. At the moment, he is in the dark, but the wall is no longer, it's not a wall again! Ah!
Yeah, there is no wall whatsoever. Not on high ground, not on low ground, and the Hellions just run in.
Oh no! Okay, the probes turn around as well. Overcharge is okay, but probes are still falling. Oh.
Yeah, 3 probes fall down, and the overcharge is used, so it's not gonna be there for a while.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. But what's important about that is that Dolan may not have gotten into the main base to see the production. It was a bit of an all-army hockey. The Phoenixes actually went back home to defend as well, and Dolan did see them, so he is working on his Vikings.
Yeah, very nice for Dolan there.
So yeah, as everything did come home, Hupsaiya did reveal himself, and now Dolan has the information he needs to get a little bit prepared. Meanwhile, Hupsaiya is still massing up those Phoenixes. You know, I say mass, we shouldn't have too many of them. You know, around 5 is the ideal number. With 5 Phoenixes, you can get worker kills, and you can also shut down and CC things like tanks in those big engagements.
Indeed, but so far there will be no attacks from either side. It looks like both sides are currently building up their armies. As Hupsaiya actually goes for a robo base, so we're gonna add some splash damage. It looks like.
Yeah, so Hupsaiya is being pretty greedy here with his tech. He's skipping his Twilight Council. He's not getting charge. He's not getting blink. In general, his gateway units are going to be pretty useless, but his goal here is to keep his opponent at home with these Phoenixes as he skips all that tech and goes straight into splash damage.
Yeah, and now the Phoenixes will try to see if they can get any damage, or at least the information, but the Marines are right there, making sure they don't get too far.
Yeah, we got Marines in the mineral line, Marines protecting the tanks as well. So Dolan is pretty well fortified, but again, Hupsaiya doesn't necessarily want to get in and deal damage. He just wants to make sure Dolan doesn't come out.
Yeah, basically like the Phoenixes here are more for control than anything else. But they fly in regardless.
Oh my god, they catch a naked Viking and oh, they barely don't get it.
Yeah, they do get a mine, I believe, or was it the Marine? And now they get the Viking. There's a lot of damage on that one Phoenix though, so has to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, some very nice damage there picking off that Viking. I'm a little bit concerned though, because you were talking about Widow Mines, and Widow Mines are on the way. Stim and Combat Shields are about to finish up. We are going to be seeing a pretty strong timing here with all of these upgrades.
Yeah, and it looks like Dolan is about ready to go, while Hupsaiya is currently working on the Colossus. That will definitely help against all of these Marines, but will it stop the rest of the army?
Oh, exactly. The big thing is that Dolan has to babysit these tanks as well as the medevacs. They cannot be picked off by these Phoenixes.
Yes, indeed. The Phoenixes are tailing the army. They know exactly where it is, and even this probe is helping with the vision. So Hupsaiya has all the warning that the army is coming, but the question is, can he prepare?
Yeah, again, as a reminder, he doesn't have charge. He doesn't really have anything for his gateway units, but he is working on Colossus. The first Colossus is already out. He has a shield battery. He has overcharge.
And now the army moves in. The mines are starting to dig in. They take down a bit of shields, but no major damage yet. Oh, the Phoenix are actually starting to fall.
Oh god, the Phoenixes get completely zoned out. 2 of them already sniped out of the sky, but the tanks are left isolated, and Hupsaiya, he just jumps on them.
Yeah, the Marines are now joining back in. They are gonna snipe this Immortal, but they have to be careful about this overcharge.
And with that, Hupsaiya will be able to defend. There was a bit of a give and take there. Dolan, he completely just abandoned his tanks, so because of that, Hupsaiya was able to clean them up. At the same time, though, Dolan did get a lot of Phoenixes, and he also denied the third base.
He did. I feel like the third base is really the biggest thing, but Hupsaiya is building up that robo unit count, and yeah, Dolan just has to keep putting pressure on him, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. We see a mass Dune drop into the main base. The Colossus aren't too far behind, though, so I don't know if this drop is really going to be worth it. He gets a shield battery. He goes for probes. Doesn't go for any tech structures yet.
Yeah, sniping a few Phoenixes while at it as well, but... ooh, all the Phoenixes actually fall down to Widow Mines.
Yeah, and there's no anti-air. He can just pick up and drop at the natural.
Yeah, the Robo army takes a long time to get here. Even the Colossus can get here in time, so... More probes will fall down, and the reinforcements are now here.
Yeah, the reinforcements come in as well. There's nothing to protect the Colossus. It's basically only Colossus to defend. And with the rally, Dolan may just be able to break through the defenses of Hupsaiya. All the shield batteries got taken out. But we now have 3 Colossus. You know, maybe they can just cover each other.
I think 3 Colossus is just enough to hold on. Like, I don't think this bio army can do much more. But still, 15 probes going down is quite a good damage.
Oh yeah, like a lot of economic damage was done, a lot of technical damage as well. The immortal count was reset, the shield batteries as well. The shield batteries aren't being replaced, by the way, so Hupsaiya is going to be even like weaker to the next attack.
Oh, the Widow Mines dropping down.
Up! Oh, not again! Not again! Oh.
No, just 4 probes.
Only 4 probes. It's okay. As Dolan, again, he's not letting up on the aggression. He's just staying out here outside the bases, not allowing Hupsaiya to expand and take a third base. He wants to, by the way. He wants to so badly, but Dolan just won't let him.
Yeah, it gives more time to Dolan to establish his third base, as it's already there and fairly saturated from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the gases are being taken, it's being morphed into an orbital as well. Again, we just see a continued rally across the map, and Dolan is getting a little bit out of control. I say a little bit because these Colossus are still pretty terrifying. Extended Thermal Lance did finish up. We have Disruptors as well. This may be a small army, but it's still a very, very intense army.
Yeah, I like how the Disruptors are hidden in between the legs of the Colossi, but it doesn't matter because the army is in the main.
Yeah, and the army can just pick up. Again, there's very little that shoots up. We do have a couple of Phoenixes coming in. The Widowmine shots are going to go up.
Ooh, a nice Nova going down on all of the bio army, and now there's not a lot of it left.
Yeah, exactly. Hupsaiya will be able to defend. That was a pretty massive investment there by Dolan. It wasn't really worth it. He only got 5 probes for losing a mass amount of Marauders. And Hupsaiya, he's doing it. He's weathering the storm. Eventually, he will be able to push out and expand and take a third.
Yeah. Like he only had a few units left, but like he just stuck there with his few units. But like now he's losing even more probes to the Widow Mines.
The Widow Mines were never cleaned up. I didn't realize that we have an armory. Oh my god! The Widow Mines are just too much. There was no detection, and Dolan takes game 2.
Yep. As a reminder, this is a qualifying match, so this is a best of 5. But yeah, Dolan already up to 0.
Yeah. GG, well played there. Again, once Hupsaiya recognized that he didn't have any detection, he recognized, these Widow Mines are just gonna deal game-ending damage. I'm already in a rough position. I cannot afford to lose probes like this, and he just taps out.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, best of 5, so this is still not over. Still has more games to go, so. It's understandable that you would not want to continue that game. And he still has a few chances to make the comeback.
Oh yeah, he does. He is still in this. We believe, mate. We believe. And it looks like we're going to get more casters in here again. It looks like the other qualifying match did finish. And quickly refreshing the bracket, I imagine because we got the raid earlier, it was a quick 3-0 question mark? Maybe?
I'm not quite sure.
Wait, is it not over?
No, Sinistro said that this is the last series.
Okay.
Maybe it's not over on stream yet, so there's no No score there.
Yes,
And ESL website usually takes a little bit.
we
to
just got
refresh.
confirmation on stream. TLO did 3-0-0. As odd as that sounds. Oh god. So congratulations to TLO. This isn't the first time he's qualified for DreamHack, but it's been a while, so it's great to see him there once again.
Hey, this is cool. So Renegade is raiding Dave Testa and also casting with him.
Oh, there you go.
Why not? They're just getting on a call together.
Yeah. The casters unite. Renegade and Dave gonna be joining forces and working together there. You love to see it happen. But it does sound like Horace is going to sleep. He is going to bed. It's getting late.
What do you mean it's getting late?
Oh god.
Getting late, huh? In the land of Mexico. You don't say.
Yeah, it's like getting close to midnight. It's time to go to bed, right? Gotta make some dinner.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hungry. This is the time when I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
But we still have a series to go. As we once again look at the blue Protoss representing Psystorm Gaming. It is Hupsaiya.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the American Terran player himself representing Team Super, currently up 2-0 in this best of 5 qualifying match. He only needs one more to make it to the DreamHack Closed qualifiers. It is Dolan.
Dolan! Yes!
Ah.
Let's go!
Let's go! We do have a gas steal here in the main base. Hupsaiya just being a little bit annoying here. Just trying to get under the skin of his opponent.
Don't you love that?
Oh, is he gonna mine from it?
Do it.
Would he go? Let's go! Let's go, Probe! Take the gas! Take the gas!
But does that mean we now have to invite him to the clan?
We may have to.
Right?
We may have to. I mean, we're in a weird position where we have a duck, but his opponent is stealing gas, so
Yeah, I know.
Oh, God. Alas, he does not mine from the gas geyser. That's a weird fun fact that doesn't happen too often, but sometimes does, is that technically the probe can come in, can mine this gas, and then mine some minerals, and then mine gas, and then mine minerals, and he doesn't have to return to a building. He just keep
because the gas replaces the minerals and the opposite.
Yeah, so he can just delete resources from his opponent's main base. And he could have been doing that this entire time. God damn it.
I mean, the probe is still alive.
True.
He can still do it.
He could.
I don't think he wants to, though.
Yeah. It looks like Dolan is playing this very safe. He makes his CC on the high ground in his own main base. Oh, Dolan pulls some boys. He really wants to kill that probe.
I mean, it is pretty annoying. And it's still there.
Yep. It is still here, getting a full scat off, just confirming everything. Ooh, as we see a second Rax thrown down, and quickly looking at the vision of Hupsaiya, he does see it with his gas geyser.
But what's that on the other racks, though? Reactor Reapers?
Oh my. Dolan, he's already up 2-0. Why not have a little bit of fun? He's going across the map with his 2 Reapers. With this, he has a lot of potential to kill probes and deal some damage. What do we have at home to defend? It looks like we're going to have 1 Adept on the low ground and 1 Stalker in the main.
Well, the good part is that there is a Reaper wall prepared, but they may as well just go from the front.
Yeah, they're just gonna run directly up. No, never mind. I was like, are they gonna just run past the Stalker? No, they face it head on. They will be forced back.
Yes, indeed. The Marines are now taking care of the extractor. I find it interesting. I find it interesting that for once Dolan is actually going for a different build, because as we said, like all this series, he always went for 1-1-1, and it looks like this time he's going just for 3 racks.
Yeah, it's just really awkward, I would say. As the Reapers, they do end up getting one of the probes in the end. Ooh, barely managed to escape with their lives. I say it's awkward just because Hupsaiya saw all this. Like, sure, his Adepts won't get into the main base, but seeing 2 Raxes, like, this is pretty indicative of a 3 Rax. Like, he has a lot of information already just because of that gas geyser.
Yeah, and for now he's going for Blink, so this is his plan for defense. But yeah, we'll see how much damage this will do
Oh!
because Dolan is not stopping.
Exactly, and Hupsaiya even gets into the main base, confirms the scout, doesn't see the racks behind the mineral line, but yeah, so he doesn't get to see everything.
I mean, he gets to see a lot of bio moving out, so I feel like it's a little bit telling.
Yeah, a little bit. I wonder how Hupsaiya is going to respond here. He's gonna get a robo on the way. If he had recognized what was happening earlier, he should have gone for a robo faster. Like, a way to hard counter 3 racks is to go for Colossus. Go for very fast Colossus. But it looks like maybe he wasn't too sure about himself. Maybe it could have been a 2-on-1 or something. So, yeah, he was a little bit more attentive about that.
Oh, the Stalkers actually are sniping at least one of the Reapers, which is nice. But now they are moving out on the map.
Yeah, they are pushing out. This is scouted by the Reaper, and this is what you should be doing for Hupsaiya. Again, like, you need to be able to slow this down. You need to be able to slowly chip away at the Marines, at the medevacs as they come out across the map. Because if you don't, like, again, there's going to be a lot of Marines.
I mean, there's already a lot of Marines, and these Stalkers are about to arrive at this base. Oh, actually, we have a warping location, so there will be reinforcements for this army, even though slow.
Yeah, the Stalker's just waiting outside the main base of Dolan, waiting for the army. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, he's actually being pretty aggressive. Stim is done, by the way, so he's got to be very careful.
I mean, there's no shield battery, no nothing, so any damage that the Stalker that is done, like, is not gonna be regenerated for a while.
Yeah, and so far the control on these Stalkers are pretty good. He picks off 2 Marines, almost 3 Marines as well. Again, any kills he can get early on is that much stronger here, and Dolan is having a hard time losing a lot of Marines. Oh.
Yeah, the Stalkers are still all alive. None of them actually got hull damage, I think, or barely any.
Yeah, and just like that, looking at the units lost tab, he killed 7 Marines in total. Behind this, Robotics Bay just finished up. We should be seeing Colossus. We should be seeing Extended Thermal Lance.
Yes, indeed. These Stalkers are still trying to get what they can from this army, and I mean, they do get kills, but like eventually Dolan will be able to overpower them.
Exactly. Thankfully for Dolan, the first 2 medics are finally coming out. With this, he'll be able to regenerate himself. He's going to have an easier time dealing with all of these Stalkers. But again, like, he was slowed down, and I'm sure he wanted to push out earlier. Hupsaiya, he's getting pretty well prepared, all things considered.
Yeah, he even finds the time to take his third base, which is scouted with a scan from Dolan.
Oh my god, we do have a double jump moving out. Almost intercepted by these Stalkers.
Yeah. Looks like they're gonna meet each other anyway, but not gonna get sniped.
Yeah, again, very important for Hupsaiya to recognize that, okay, now Dolan, he is pushing out. He has +1, he has stim, he has combat shields. And back at home, we have shield batteries. Like, he's preparing himself at the 3rd base. He has his Colossus. Looking at the upgrades, he never started Extended Thermal Lance, which is a little bit worrying. It means his Colossus are going to be a little bit more vulnerable, as they have to be that much closer to the Bio army to get their swipes off. So, yeah, a little bit concerning. But again, Hupsaiya does spot the army.
Yes, and the army is now here. The Stalkers are still trying to get back to the base. But overall, the defenses aren't too bad.
Yeah, exactly. The Marines are looking to actually bypass the defenses and maybe go straight for the natural base, but the force fields are looking pretty good, and a lot of Marines go down.
Yeah, the tank is damaging the units a lot, but there are shield batteries to back it up, so
Yeah.
Dolan realizes that he's not gonna get anything here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty impressed here with Hupsaiya. Like, game 1 and game 2 were pretty Monka-S. Like, they were pretty one-sided, to be honest. But here in game 3, Hupsaiya is very much so in control. You know, he had the map control earlier with his Stalkers, picking up whatever he could. He read the game state very well as well, getting into Colossus. He completely deflects this army. Like, Hupsaiya is in a pretty good position.
And you know, when you get ahead, might as well get more ahead. Good action.
Anytime, Dark Shrine, it is on the way. Hupsaiya even taking a 4th base at the same time, before Dolan even lands his 3rd, by the way, so Hupsaiya very confident right now. Oh my
I mean,
god.
he can be. That's the thing.
Yeah. He has to be careful. We do have a pretty large force going towards the bottom right. Hupsaiya, unfortunately, is prepared for a drop in his main, not at his 4th.
Yeah, this base may actually have to be cancelled because the army may not be able to go there in time, but this pylon definitely buys him a lot of time.
Oh, yeah, it does let him know he repositions with the rest of his army. He is here, and he will be able to protect his 4th base.
Yeah, Dolan checking to make sure that Hupsaiya actually noticed it and he saw the army moving away, so he's not gonna engage into that position.
Yeah, he doesn't want to throw away his army. He knows that he was spotted by the pylon. I love it as well. Hupsaiya, he rebuilds the pylon. He actually has essentially a wall of vision here with his observers and pylons. Oh my god.
Yep, nothing's getting through without Hupsaiya knowing about it.
Yeah, Hupsaiya basically playing with map hacks right now. He sees everything, and the first wave of DTs are coming out.
Yeah, one of them is sneaking in right now. This Marine is checking out what's happening on the other side of the map.
Yeah, he's trying to Dolan is trying to find where the army is. Meanwhile, Hupsaiya sees everything. He has an observer on top of the bio of Dolan. First DT is sneaking across the map, but there is detection.
Yeah, there is a turret, so the DT will be easily denied. And the army in the middle is met with the Protoss as well, so Dolan has just nowhere to go.
Yeah, Dolan's playing with fire right now. Oh my god, he has to be so careful. He does pre-siege his tanks. Will be able to get a couple of shots off. Oof.
Yeah, at the same time, there's more harassment in the natural of Dolan. The Zealot run by just past the army and it's now munching on a lot of the SCVs.
Yeah, exactly. Dolan is being pulled apart. 13 SCVs go down. The tanks are looking a little bit exposed. 2 of them get taken down immediately. Hupsaiya doesn't want to fully engage here. Ooh, does back off after taking down 2 tanks. And he actually comes in
He
again.
doesn't fully engage. He doesn't fully engage, but the Zealots do. And they're killing 25 SCVs in total.
Oh my god. Mate, again, it's Hupsaiya's turn to pull Dolan apart. Zealots were in the natural. Zealots at the 3rd base as well. Dolan down almost 30 workers. And now he's going to be that much more committed with this attack. He has to do that much more damage.
He has to, but can he do it? This army doesn't look too big, to be fair, but there's a lot of potential in it with the Disruptors and Colossus.
And again, just Hupsaiya sees. He sees the army. He's getting ready for it on top of the ramp. He's getting ready with his Disruptors. What I will say is that Dolan, I love the transition into Liberators. Liberators are a great addition, but the Novas! The Novas! Oh!
Yeah, only zoning them away, but still nice. Oh, this one got a few units, but not too bad either.
Oh god. At the same time, there was another Zealot run by here. 8 more SCVs went down. Dolan, he's just losing workers after workers. He has to push in, but he just can't because the Protoss is always waiting for him.
Yeah, he knows every move that Dolan does, and this is a nice siege position with the Liberators. Like, Hupsaiya can move too far forward, so that's definitely good for Dolan.
Yeah,
but there's still a lot of army left.
I'm loving the drop into the main base. We see a couple of the gateways going down, but Hupsaiya, it's going to just trigger him to just dive in. He dives on top of the Liberators, and now he's just engulfing the army.
Yeah, even the Novas going down, destroying the rest of the Bio army. Even the drops are not going to help you. The Colossus fall down, both of them in fact, but it's enough to stop Dolan's attack.
Yeah, the Gateway army still stands strong. None of the Disruptors were killed either. We still have a lot of splash damage potential. Liberators looking a little bit exposed as well. The Nova's going off. Ooh, not quite connecting though.
Yeah,
oh my god.
This one was actually sniped as well. And it looks like actually Dolan is good. Ooh, dead Nova though.
Sometimes you only need one, and Hupsaiya, he got it. He just completely evaporates the army of Dolan. He does still have one Liberator remaining. He has 3 Marauders. He's barely able to survive with a small force, but Hupsaiya, he still has more Disruptors.
Yeah, and Hupsaiya puts a point on the board.
GG gets called. We will not have a 3-0. I apologize, Kuro. You cannot go to sleep. Kuro, what time is it in Poland right now?
4:17 a.m.
or 17 a.m.? Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see if we can make it to 5 a.m. Oh god, I apologize. For those wondering, Kuro does live in Europe. She is casting from Europe, and it is not a Europe-friendly time right now.
No, not really. No, I feel, yeah, there are better times for casting.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't help that I haven't eaten in a few hours either.
Mhm.
So I'm like also hungry and tired and hungry and hungry and
Yeah.
tired and hungry.
Oh boy. I mean, it's DreamHack week here for the CranKy Ducklings. You know, I was the same way. Last night we were casting the European qualifiers, and that started at 2 a.m. For me here in Australia. For those who don't know and who are coming in from Zombie Grub's channel, here at the CranKy Ducklings, we have been casting literally every single regional qualifier, whether it was in Asia or Europe or North America or Latin America. We've been doing it all, and we have been destroying our sleep schedule a little bit to make it happen. But at the same time, like we want to have as many eyes on StarCraft as possible. You know, we want to bring as much of DreamHack to our audience as we can.
Yes, indeed, and this is not the end of the marathon yet. Like the weekend is even more packed with events, as we have 3 qualifiers a day, because we have both like the Oceania that starts like early in the day, and then there's Taiwan, Hong Kong, and China qualifiers, and so there's even more StarCraft coming. It just doesn't stop.
Yes, yes. If you are curious, after this, our next broadcast is going to be the Oceania qualifiers. That is in 6 hours. 6 hours and 40 minutes. Look forward to that, Kuro. Kuro's not going to be casting that, of course, but she should be awake for that nonetheless.
Good luck with that.
After the Oceania qualifiers are the China qualifiers as well. We're going to try and catch the tail end of that. Tomorrow we have the Latin America qualifier as well as the Oceania, Taiwan, Hong Kong. It just keeps going. Oh. Yes. So thank you.
As it looks like one of our players is also needing some time taking a little bit of a break.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very jealous because I would use this time to snack, but I don't have any snacks around me.
Feels bad, man. Oh god, yeah. I don't blame Hupsaiya for taking a break here. Like again, this is a pretty crucial moment. Like the comeback has started for Hupsaiya. Can he keep the momentum going? Can he make it all the way to the ace match? It's a hard place to come back from, being down 0-2, but like he's on the road to recovery, you know.
Yeah, he has a point on the board, so you know, just 2 more, he can do it.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Oh god, yeah. The people in the chat, they're just catching up with the disruptor shots. Like I agree. Like it was looking like pretty even for a while there. But towards the end, you saw that Dolan was actually target firing those disruptors, trying to kill them before the Novas got off. But alas,
he didn't dodge the last one.
Yeah, the Novas did go off in the end. Oh.
Yeah, it was always looking like he was gonna overpower that army, and then his army was just gone.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. As we are here at 4:21 a.m. 4:20, I'm sorry. And we are looking at the base of the blue Protoss player, representing Psystorm Gaming. Can he do it? Can he bring it back? It is Hupsaiya.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Curious Minds LE, we have the American Terran player himself, representing Team Super, still up 2-1, still only needs 1 more under his belt to qualify for the closed qualifiers. Can he do it? It is Dolan. Oh boy.
So, this game, Hupsaiya will make Dark Archons. And then
Dark
he will
Archons?
take over an SCV.
Dark Archons?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll
He will
take
take
it.
over an SCV.
Yeah, he'll build a Valkyrie. He'll
Yes, he will be Valkyrie.
Oh my god.
And then he will use the the medics to heal his
Yes.
zealots.
There you go. There you go. To heal his Corsairs.
No, you can't use that for Corsairs.
Yeah, no, they shoot up. No, it's fine. It was a patch.
Oh, okay.
Oh god. Yes, you can tell it's the mind of Kuro. It's leaving us. It's gone, mate. It's gone.
Look.
Not like this.
Look, I was teased with the first series, okay? I expected more craziness, and then it just became more calm. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this series started off real like explosive, you know?
Oh yeah.
Game 1 ended real quick.
Literally.
Speaking of ending things real quick, we do see a bunker here across the map. Looking at the units, it looked like Hupsaiya was in the middle of making his zealot. He did cancel it, and he will be able to deny the bunker.
Yeah, the bunker was nice. I mean, I don't think there was much going on. It would be just the Reaper hiding in it. It's still annoying, but with the bunker not finished, it's not gonna have too much impact.
Oh yeah. And I mean, you know, the Reaper is still here across the map. It's still trying to pick off whatever it can, and it looks like he will get one probe.
There you go. Very nice.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It is unfortunate that the bunker didn't finish. If it did, he would be able to deny mining here for a very long time. But alas, he is forced to cancel.
Yeah. And Hupsaiya once again going for a Stargate.
Yeah, he's had, as we have a recall question mark? I think Hupsaiya thought that the Reapers were coming back into the main. He was like, oh god, I don't want to lose a probe again. So yeah, maybe overreacting a little bit, but maybe a little bit nervous as well.
I mean, he is in a pretty dangerous position, because if he loses even one game, he's out of this qualifier and out of the tournament in general.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This season, anyway.
Again, that's why he went for a break earlier. Like, it's a very, very intense situation that he is in, and hopefully he's going to be able to recover. He does shut down that Reaper, and now he doesn't have to worry about anything, and he keeps Dolan in the dark. What's important, Dolan has not seen the Stargate, and he's going into Banshees.
Yeah, and there are Phoenixes on the way for Hupsaiya, so they should be able to deal with the Banshees, as long as they see them, of course. But the Phoenixes definitely will be useful for that.
Yeah, I mean, again, the Phoenixes haven't really gotten much scouting either. He did see the factory earlier, but with this Phoenix, he'll be able to dip in and maybe scout all that production.
Yes, indeed. And nothing's stopping him either. Move!
Oh!
Phoenix.
It does take a lot of damage, but again, at least he confirmed the tech lab on the starport. He saw that it was researching. He knows 100% that Banshees are going to be coming his way, and Hupsaiya should be working on some form of detection. Should
be working.
Yeah, he just made another Phoenix.
He should be working on some kind of detection.
Yeah, I mean, maybe his goal here is to try and intercept the Banshee first and force a cloak. We can see he's actually trying to camp the production. He actually goes straight into the mineral line.
No, I mean, might as well. Nothing is defending the mineral here. And now the Viking he comes in, but these Phoenixes could snipe the Viking. The Marines are more of a problem.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He is forced all the way back. Did he get 2 SCVs? And what's important is that the Banshee never went across the map. I think maybe because Dolan got scouted, he wasn't feeling too much. Oh my god, he's pulling the boys! Let's go!
Yeah, we're going. Dolan is also tired. He just wants to finish this.
Yeah, he's done with all of this. We have 2 tanks, we have a Cyclone. How many units do we have at home to defend? We have 3 Adepts and a Sentry. A force field can buy a lot of time, but if Hupsaiya isn't paying attention, mate, all these SCVs are just going to mineral walk past all of this. We're going to see a full surround. There's just not much of an army at home to defend.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the war at all. Only a force field could save him here, but even though, I'm not sure. This just goes in.
Yeah, there are no force fields. The boys are getting through. The shield battery is being focused down. The overcharge will not come into play, but the tanks do get picked up.
Yeah, the tanks will pick up, but all of the probes will fall down to the Marines, and now the tanks are back, everything is in danger.
Oh my god, exactly. There was a bunker being built as well, but it does get denied. Oh my god, and that is it. Dolan, he breaks through the natural, and he will be qualifying for the closed qualifier.
Quack.
Hold on. There. I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. There we go. GG, well played. Congratulations to Dolan. Despite the Phoenixes being in his main base, unfortunately, Hupsaiya did not see the natural. What I mean by that, he didn't see the boys being pulled. He had no idea what was coming across the map, and we were pointing it out. He had 3 adepts and 1 sentry. and all
no
those,
wall.
And no wall, and all those Phoenixes. He had a 3rd base on the way. He was just not prepared at all. He had no idea what was coming across the map.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Hupsaiya because, I mean, he didn't play a bad game. It's just that, like, he just wasn't ready for what was coming.
There you go. I love how Chad is joining in as well. Never forget the Dragoons.
Yeah, you can't forget the Dragoons because if you forget them, they're gonna end up in another map.
There you go. There you go, mate. There you go. Ay. But yeah, a rough way to go here for Hupsaiya, but he put up a good fight. And what I will say is that Game 3, he looked pretty damn good. Like, you know, the first couple of games, you know, he was struggling against all this early game harassment. But when he got stable and when he was able to get his 3rd base up and running, like, he was looking pretty good, pretty competitive alongside Dolan.
Yeah, like definitely what, like, the downfall of Hupsaiya in this series was like, where like it just slipped out of his grasp a few times, and like he got damaged like from the widow mines, or like he just wasn't prepared for an attack, and like this really like caught him off guard, or like he made the small mistakes, and the game kind of, you know, it's just over at this point. But like once he's able to actually get to a proper game, to like a proper macro, like he does look very strong.
Yeah. Oh god. Unfortunately, you know, Dolan didn't let him get there a lot of the time, especially here in the final game. Congratulations to Dolan. Quack. Quack, quack, quack. As our fellow Duckling makes it through. Not a cranky Duckling.
Not exactly a duckling. Yeah, not a cranky duckling, but still a duck.
Still a duck. GG. Well played, Dolan. And with all of that said and done, Dolan, he advances on. Not alone, he is joined by a couple of other players.
Yeah, so let's refresh the bracket and see who else made it through. So in today's qualifier, we have, of course, Dolan with a 3-1 score. We have Reaper, as we mentioned before, defeating Riser, also 3-1. Then we have Rekor defeating Disrespect, 3-0. And as we also mentioned, TLO, 3-0. So those are our 4 players from today's qualifier. And they will be joining our previous qualified players who are Binsky, BioIce, Future, and Uko.
Oh, yeah, as I quickly switch scenes here, we can all have a gander, have a look at the players who have, who are waiting in the closed qualifier and main event. So, if you noticed, hold on, you know, there are some NA players that I'm a fan of, and I didn't see them in the open qualifiers. What's going on? Well, they should be in the closed qualifier. We can see a massive...
Most of them are.
Yeah, most of them are. We can see a massive list of player: Antis, Asuna, Epic, Jon Snow, M. Canning, let's go, Patty Mac, who was in the chat earlier, Pili Pili, Semper. They will all be waiting there in the closed qualifier, waiting for all those other players from the from the open qualifiers to meet them. And if you still don't see your favorite player, then they're probably waiting in the main event.
Yeah, a bunch of them are. There were a few players who unfortunately had to decline their invites because I don't know what the official reason is, but probably, you know, the schedule didn't work out to them for one reason or another. So there still are a few people missing, but other than that, most of them are here.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but Nina did tweet out that she will not be participating in this season of DreamHack. She said that she would be more than willing to, but unfortunately dates did clash with other IRL events, so she will do her best to be a part of future seasons, just won't be a part of this one.
Yeah, I think there was someone else. But I don't think it was in this region. I think there was more in EU. There were also like some invites that had to unfortunately be declined.
Yeah,
yeah, that happens. You know, like it doesn't just always work out for you.
Yeah, feels bad, man. Feels bad. Oh boy. But yeah. Again, with this, we have all of our players confirmed, and there is still another qualifier for North America, and that is the closed qualifier. This weekend, we are going to find out who is going to advance on to the main event and who's going to be a part of that big, massive DreamHack Valencia tournament.
Yeah, indeed. Those will be just the regional event, and like the top players of the regional event will qualify for the LAN event, for the offline event in Valencia.
Yeah. I know it's a little bit it's a little bit complicated, but there's like no qualifier for a regional that's a qualifier for the main event, which also has an open bracket. So there's a lot of layers, there's a lot of steps to things. But regardless, you know, there's a lot of StarCraft going on, and it's great to be there to support your own region, your players, and yeah. Again, that's the closed qualifiers are all going to be taking place over the weekend.
Yes.
Oh boy. And with that, we are now done for today's broadcast. I'll reiterate, our next broadcast is going to be in 6 hours and 30 minutes, I believe. So it is very soon. 5 hours and 30 minutes. Oh boy. Even less time. So in 5 hours and 30 minutes, we are going to be live once again with DreamHack Oceania, the first qualifier. Oceania includes countries like Australia, Singapore, Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia as well, New Zealand, and rest of Asia, which is Pakistan as well. So a couple of those players may show up as well. So yeah, if you're interested in those regions, if you're interested in those players, or if you just want to watch some more StarCraft, then we'll be there for you. We'll be there.
Definitely recommend watching that region. It's if you enjoy NA players, then you will enjoy Oceania and Sea.
Oh yeah. They can get wild. They can get crazy, absolutely crazy. So that's going to be our next broadcast. If you're just interested in events at this time zone, tomorrow in just under 48 hours is going to be the second Latin America qualifier, which will also be on this channel. I mean, it's all going to be on this channel. Everything.
All gonna be on this
It's all going to be here. So if you want to stay up to date, then consider following us. So you'll be notified when we go live.
Yeah, make sure to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, as well as Discord, where we'll post every time we go live.
Oh yeah. Exclamation mark socials in the chat. If you want the links to all of our social media, we post whenever we go live. If you want to tune into some of these tournaments, but we're live at a really awkward time for you, then consider checking out our VODs. We upload all of our broadcasts onto YouTube, and all of our broadcasts are also available on Twitch as well, right after we end the stream. So it's all there if you want to tune in. Yeah, I highly recommend checking out our YouTube channel. We have a lot of content.
Yes, there's a lot more coming as well.
Oh yeah.
Also, quick shout out as I see Wonder Rin followed our channel.
Oh, thank you.
I think that may be the same Rin that we casted at the beginning of our broadcast.
Thank you, Rin. Thank you. We appreciate it, puppy. We appreciate it. Also, shout out to Ho Harm in the chat, giving us a bit of a shout out. Thank you. We appreciate the support. Always appreciate it. Thank you. And with that, Kuro, do you have anything else you want to add? Do you want to let the people know who you are as well? Because we have a lot of viewers.
I'm Kuro, and I'm generally the behind the scenes person in StarCraft 2 scene, as I mostly do like more technical stuff. I set up streams, for example. I do StarCraft eSport, the unofficial channel, the unofficial Twitter profile. I'm co-owner of CranKy Ducklings, where we are at right now. We're also managing the StarCraft birthdays Twitter profile, if you want to check that out. And other than that, if you want to follow anything StarCraft related, then follow us on this channel. If you want something non-StarCraft related, then you can check out my channel at 16 Squad Sanseki. But for StarCraft, just follow us here. And I cannot wait to take off my headset to listen to the birds singing as the sun is about to rise.
Aye. Yes. Both Kuro and I, we work on a lot of projects, not just the CranKy Ducklings. You know, we work on SC2 birthdays on Twitter, StarCraft esports on Twitter. We have our sign-up page as well for tournaments. Like we do whatever we can. And CranKy Ducklings is one of many things that we work on in StarCraft. But you know, kind of like our biggest baby, I guess. The one that requires the most attention. Oh god. So yes, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Check out the other stuff that we do, and again, we'll see you guys for the next broadcast, whether it's Oceania or Latin America or the next NA qualifier. You know, we'll be there. And before we head off, I also want to give again a quick shout out to happy birthday to Zombie Grub. Happy birthday! I think she probably already went to bed or went out, but regardless, happy birthday to Zombie Grub. She gave us a raid earlier, so massive shout out to Zombie Grub.
Imagine if Zombie Grub went to bed earlier.
Imagine going to bed. Imagine
Sleeping. Wow.
Oh, God. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next time. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.